We have higher fees, more restrictions, tariffs, and you're considering selling on Amazon. Hell no. Go somewhere else. Just kidding. I'm just trying to reduce the competition. Let me tell you why or why not it's worth selling on Amazon in 2025. Before we get into the challenges, let's get into what it's actually like selling on Amazon in 2025. The marketplace is bigger than ever. Amazon continues to dominate e-commerce with 300 million customers worldwide. That's absolutely massive. But here's what most people won't tell you about the current landscape. The barrier to entry now is much higher. In 2020, you could realistically start with a few £100s. In 2025, you're looking at between £2,000 to £5,000 to really give it a go. And that's just getting started with a few products. Why? Well, there's a few key reasons. First, inventory costs more. Products you'd source online for arbitrage have just got higher costs across the board. Second, Amazon's fees have steadily increased year on year, eating into your margins. Third, competition has increased dramatically, meaning those profitable opportunities get snapped up faster than ever. But does that mean it's not profitable? Absolutely not. I know sellers that started at the beginning of this year, and they're absolutely killing it. But the game has completely changed, and you need to know exactly what you're up against. The biggest challenges for new Amazon sellers in 2025. Challenge number one, Amazon fee increases. Amazon's fees have been consistently rising. Let me break down what that means for a typical Amazon product. For standard size items selling at around £25, in 2021, the fees would be around $5 to $6. Now, in 2025, for the same product, those fees will be around $8 to $9. That's a 50% increase in just 4 years. And it's not just fulfillment fees. Referral fees, storage fees, and advertising costs have all increased too. Challenge number two, tariffs and supply chains. If you're sourcing products from overseas, especially China to America, tariffs have made importing significantly more expensive. The latest round of tariffs add 124% across most categories. Combined with higher shipping rates, your cost of inventory could be 150% more than it was just a few years ago. Whilst this is mainly an issue in America, there will be an inevitable knock-on effect around the globe, meaning wherever you're sourcing from and wherever you're selling, costs are going to go up. This isn't just eating into profits. It's completely eliminated certain product categories that used to be profitable. Challenge number three, increased competition and shrinking margins. Finding profitable products for online arbitrage has become significantly more difficult over the past few years. The tools that used to be secrets of the trade are now widely available. Those price discrepancies between retail stores and Amazon that used to be easy to spot are being identified and exploited by thousands of sellers simultaneously. What used to be 30 to 40% profit margins on arbitrage deals are now more likely 15 to 20%. And many products that were reliable moneymakers are now no longer viable. 5 years ago, you might have found dozens of profitable products in a single sourcing session. Today, you might need to analyze hundreds of products to find the same amount of deals. Challenge number four, account suspensions and brand restriction. Amazon has gotten significantly stricter with seller accounts. Account reviews happen more frequently, customer metric standards are higher, more brands are getting restricted, IP complaints are taken more seriously. One wrong move and your account and inventory can be locked away for weeks, if not permanently. The days of just throwing up any product and making money easy are over. Amazon has become a sophisticated marketplace that requires a real business approach. Profitability analysis. Is it still worth it? Let's talk about real numbers. Despite these challenges, Amazon can still be very profitable if approached correctly. Let's break down what you can actually expect for the main Amazon business models in 2025. Retail and online arbitrage model. Initial investment of £500 to £5,000. Potential monthly revenue after 6 months of £10,000 to £15,000. Net profit margin of between 15 to 20%. Monthly profit potential between £1,500 and £3,000. ROI typically 30 to 40%. The advantage here is lower risk and faster returns, but it's very hands-on and difficult to scale beyond a certain point. Wholesale model. Initial investment of £10,000 to £15,000. Potential monthly revenue after 6 months, £20,000 to £30,000. net profit margin of 10 to 15%, monthly profit potential of between £2,000 and £4,500, ROI of about 20 to 30%. Wholesale is more scalable than arbitrage, margins are tighter, and you're still competing with other sellers on listings. Only this time, they tend to have very deep pockets. Online arbitrage model, the scaled version. Initial investment, £15,000 to £20,000. Potential monthly revenue after 6 months, between £30,000 and £50,000. Net profit margin, between 15 to 20%. Monthly profit potential, between £5,000 and £13,000. ROI of about 30 to 40%. Scaled online arbitrage requires more capital and effort, but can become semi-automated using VAs and tools. The additional capital doesn't necessarily need to be fresh investment, it can be reinvestment of the profits you've already earned. The key takeaways? Yes, Amazon is still very profitable in 2025, but the days of easy money are gone. You need to be more strategic, have more capital, be willing to play the long game. I'm certainly not stopping anytime soon. Now let's compare Amazon to other popular online businesses in 2025. Drop shipping, lower initial investment between £500 and £1,000, lower profit margins between 10 and 15%, higher customer service demands, platform dependency risks, TikTok shop being closed, for example, heavily reliant on paid traffic. Affiliate marketing, low startup costs, between £0 and £500, slower path to significant income, content creation skills required, lower income ceiling for most, more stable long-term once established, digital products and course creation. Minimal product costs, high margins between 70 and 90%, requires expertise and credibility, significant marketing skills required, extremely competitive in 2025. Agency services, low startup costs, trading time for money, client management challenges, harder to scale without hiring, requires specific skills. What makes Amazon unique compared to these businesses? Built-in customer base with no need to find your own traffic. Amazon handles fulfillment, customer service, and returns. Potential for semi-passive income once systems are built. Scalable without linear time investment. Creates a sellable asset. So while Amazon does have higher startup costs, it offers advantages that many other businesses simply do not. Who Amazon selling is right for in 2025. Amazon selling is right for you if you have at least £1,000 to invest and you're willing to lose it. You're willing to commit 10 to 20 hours a week for 6 to 12 months. You're detailed orientated and process focused. You enjoy research, data analysis, and strategic thinking. You're building for long-term success, not just quick cash. You can handle some uncertainty and setbacks. Amazon selling is not right for you if you're starting with less than £1,000. You need to make money within 30 to 60 days. You want a completely passive, set it and forget it business. You're not willing to continuously learn and adapt. Cannot afford any financial risk. You get frustrated easily when things don't go to plan. I need to be brutally honest here. 70 to 80% of Amazon sellers will fail in their first year. Not because Amazon doesn't work, but because they don't do proper research, try to take the easy route, rush the process, run out of capital, give up when they're facing inevitable challenges. For the 20 to 30% who approach it like a real business, the rewards can be substantial. How to succeed on Amazon in 2025. If you've decided that Amazon is right for you, here's your roadmap for success in 2025. Start with the right business model for your capital. Under £5,000, start with retail and online arbitrage. £5,000 to £15,000, start with online arbitrage to learn the ropes and then consider switching to wholesale. £15,000 and up, then private label becomes a possibility. Focus on profitable niches. Look for products with less competition. Target items with 30% ROI after all fees. Focus on categories with fewer brand restrictions. Consider seasonal trends for cash flow opportunities. Master inventory management. Don't tie up all your capital in inventory. Plan for seasonal fluctuations. Calculate your inventory turns and optimize. Watch storage fees like a hawk. Build systems for scalability. Document every process from day one. Use automation tools where possible. Consider outsourcing repetitive tasks as you grow. Stay adaptable. Monitor policy changes constantly. Be ready to pivot when necessary. Diversify your product portfolio. Eventually expand to multiple sales channels. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Your first 3 to 6 months should be focused on learning and testing. Months 6 to 12 are about optimizing and scaling what works. Realistic expectations are crucial. Conclusion. So, is Amazon selling profitable in 2025? Yes, but it's not the gold rush it was 5 years ago. It requires more capital, more sophistication, and more patience than ever before. But for those willing to approach it as a real business, the rewards can still be substantial. The opportunity is still there, but the bar has been raised. If you're on the fence, then my advice is to start small. Learn the fundamentals and scale as you build confidence. Don't jump all in until you've validated that the model works for you. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more no BS Amazon FBA info. Put your questions in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.